concession stand. They're among the nicest that you'll find at any racetrack in the country.
I might have to get one for the way home.
I'm telling you,
Be a
these are
little
the hot
nippy.
setup. So if you haven't purchased yours, check out the selection of these brand new hoodies and imprinted items because they are great souvenirs. And remember, Mother's Day is next week. You might want to bring one of these home to Mom or put one away and hide it for Dad for Father's Day because all of that is just around the corner.
Alexandra Fern is elected to go to the rear of the field. She has 2 limited late model victories in her career, 7 street stock wins, and a 2-time most popular driver.
Here they come. And it is the champ looking racy at the front of the field. Matt Clements has given him a run for the money, but out in front, Jeremy Lavoie. Gone as the leader of the pack. Meanwhile, look a little further back, Matt, and we've got a battle for the final position on the racetrack between the 12 machine of Alexandra Fern and Kyle Casagrande.
And Alexandra is able to razor blade her way underneath Kyle Casagrande, so she is in 5th place. Jeremy Lavoie, as he was so many times in 2018, is in the lead. Matt Clement came into the season with a new attitude, and he is racing tough in car number 59.
Certainly is, and of course, we have watched that progress. Meanwhile, here comes Provost. Provost, last year, we called him a closer, Matt. Remember, on many an occasion, he was one of those drivers that he waited till the final few laps and he would put the pressure on. But right now, he is running in the tire tracks of Clement. Clement follows Lavoie with 3 laps up on the board. Things are pretty much single file, but I think Provost is going to be the guy that makes the next move.
Yeah, Provost didn't want to stay single file for much longer as he made a lunge trying to get underneath Clement, and it didn't work. Clement aboard the Aquatic Wildlife number 59 car, and he has to drive a perfect line because he knows a 2-time champion is lurking behind him.
Certainly is, and that champion is as smooth as glass, and we have seen that on so many different occasions here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Look at Provost now, dips to the bottom of the racetrack, puts the nose, oh!
Around goes Clement.
And Provost gets away, but Clement's car comes to a screeching halt up next to the Armco barrier by the towers approaching turn number 4.
It looked like Provost
regroups. Provost goes to the rear of the field for a technicality call with 4 laps showing up on the board. Want to remind you we couldn't do our programs without the support of great companies like New England Racing Fuels, located in Burlington, Connecticut. The official fuel of NASCAR is, of course, Sunoco, and we salute them and thank them. We appreciate the support of the Kevin Harvick Incorporated management team who continue to supply contingency money and for the great cause and memory of the great driver, Ted Christopher. iRacing.com, Olson Apartments, Lincoln Tech, and we're back at Green and Racing.
Great restart for Lavoie as he is able to rabble-rouse his way back into the lead. Battle for second between Patnode and Alexandra Fern.
Patnode was able to shake off Fern time, but what's going to happen here now is all of a sudden Casagrande has come to life and his car's dancing and the back end snaps around on the number 7 machine as he comes off turn number 4. So the Casagrande car, just as he was making the transition and the move, the back end decided to get ahead of the front end.
His brother Corey does a lot.
The Triple Crown Series of the Stafford Motor Speedway, brought to you by the Royal Screw Manufacturing Products Company, is for the street stock division with $4,500 to be split among 10 drivers utilizing a special points system presented by the Royal Spring Manufacturing Products Company. So hats off to those nice folks, and we appreciate everything they do. I have another new contingency partner, ProTech 8 Gloves, and we'll be talking about them, but we go back to green.
And going back out front is Jeremy Lavoie. Once again, he gets a vicious restart. Second is up for grabs. Patnode on the outside, Alexandra Fern on the inside, as they are like twin pops. Going into the third corner, Behind them is Provost. Here comes Patnode, and he is going to blast his way into second place.
Alexandra Fern, she becomes the meat in the sandwich as two cars literally go both high and low around her as her car, literally the back end trying to came around, almost similar to the Casa Grande deal. Back up front, it's still Lavoie, the leader of the pack. Wayne Provost turned the fastest lap of the race, and now Provost's car, all of a sudden everybody seems to be having a problem as they come off turn number 4. Provost's machine does the same type of an evil twitch, Matt.
Boy, it looked like somebody put knockout drops in a gas tank, because all of a sudden he started to swivel backwards. Now he has some forward momentum as he gets by Casa Grande. Things are heated up at the front of the field. Lavoie has some company in the upper tier of the field, and that company is named Gary Patnode.
Gary Patnode really showing his muscle, and Lavoie, it almost appears, let's look at timing and scoring, Matt. On the last circuit by, it was a 22.594 for Lavoie and a 22.352 for Patnode. So in simple layman's terms, Patnode is getting quicker, and he is closing up that gap ever so slightly.
Well, he gained 0.3 of a second on that last lap. So a great lap number 9 for Patnode. Let's see if he can hammer together another one like it, as leading by about the length of a tongue depressor. Jeremy Lavoie, halfway through the race, Lavoie is the leader.
There's no question about it. Lavoie's still holding on. But the big question is he being cautious, Matt, or is he running as hard as he possibly can run at the front of the field? Now, everybody has their own combination and formula, as the leader always has the right to set his own pace.
Well, he was leading by 0.389 seconds, and after that lap, his lead was cut down to 0.388 seconds, as Lavoie only lost 1/1000th of a second. You can't blink that fast.
You are totally right, Matt, and that is exactly what we're seeing there. Meanwhile, Clement's back in the third spot, and he's kind of in a comfort zone of his own, almost like he's out for a Saturday night drive. Meanwhile, look a little further back, Alexandra Fern. We said that she started in a scratch starting position, and there might have been a reason, because her car does not seem as strong as it usually does. So she might have had some mechanical woes too. But now we are on lap number 12, make that 13, as they cross the stripe with 7 circuits remaining in our feature event for our limited late model.
And Gary Patnode, in his 3rd season at Stafford, trying to track down the 6 of Lavoie to get his first ever Stafford Speedway victory. He still has enough time in which to make a move, as Lavoie leading by about the length of a baseball bat over the 22 of Patnode. Matt Clement, as you said, he's in a zone of his own, as he is waiting to see what happens between Lavoie and Patnode.
About the same distance separates in a battle that is raging between Provost, Alexandra Fern, and the Kyle Casagrande machine, as they run in a different point of the racetrack. Meanwhile, still good racing action up front.
And now there's room on the inside for Patnode. Let's see if he can get close enough to Lavoie to take advantage of it, as he is lurking behind him. Lavoie has the lead, but all over him like dimples on a golf ball. The 22 of Patnode down to the final 4 laps. Patnode looking for his first ever Stafford win. He is within striking distance, and now Clement has started to make a run in car number 59.
All of a sudden, Clement comes to life like he got injected with a little bit of extra oomph as he works and closes up the gap. Let's take a look at timing and scoring this time by, and it shows that, yes, Matt Clements is just turned a 5.13, so he is definitely picked up about a 10th on the last circuit by. But there is no question about it, Lavoie is the leader, and Patnode has been the biggest gainer in this event with 2 laps remaining, 1 mile left in the competition here.
Lavoie's lead shrinking slightly. He is ahead by 0.361 seconds with less than 2 laps to go. As Lavoie, he thunders his way into the 3rd corner, Patnode right there with him. Clement has become a factor, trying to wrestle second away from Patnode.
There's no question about it. There is the white flag, but nobody is going to surrender in that front three pack of cars. Oh, Clement went in so deep that he lost some ground, but if you look at the margin between first and second and third is really about the same. But off the turn, heading to the stripe. Double checkers in the air. Lavoie will take down the win. Gary Patnode to finish in second. Matt Clement for third. Wayne Provost will cross the line in the fourth spot. Alexandra Fern will finish. You've got another happy guy down there with you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Jeremy Lavoie puts the Ford Fusion Aspen Hill Farms machine to victory lane. And Jeremy, I'll tell you what, Patnode was giving you a heck of a run there, especially towards the end in that number 22 car. But a good ride for you. Pick up a big win here to start out the season.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he's gained some speed over the winter for sure. So it's going to be one battle this year. All six of us are fast. I wish we can get more cars out here. If you guys got a limited late model, come out. Let's race. Let's have fun. I got to thank my sponsors, L&S Equipment, Aspen Hill Farm, Jeans Ford and Chevy, Ranco Collision Repair. Tick Mike, he had the sponsorship competition. I got $500 from him, so I got to thank him for that. Thank the fans for coming out. I know it's not the sunniest day, but we're still putting on a show for you. Oh, man, this is a good start to the year. Hopefully come back Friday night and do it again. I've never had a Sizzler win. I've had a first opening day win, but we're going to see. We're going to come back next week, see if we can do it again.
Nice piece of driving, Jeremy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jeremy Lavoie, there is your limited late model main event winner. Let's talk to our second place finisher. He drives the number 22, Gary Patnode. And Gary getting closer and closer to a big win here at Stafford. Welcome to Napa Victory Lane again here in 2019. Good run, second spot.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a really good run. I had a good race going with Jeremy. Tried to drive Jeremy as clean as I could, and it went really well. It went really well. It feels good to be here. I wish we had more cars, but it is what it is. You know, everybody seemed to have, in front of me drove really well. Got a couple people in the stands I'd like to thank. Mike and Connie, great job on making that car so beautiful. Glenn Reen, Tyler, Kyle, Mike, my girlfriend Donna, the whole RRC clan. Guys are awesome. You really helped me out. You accepted me, and I appreciate it more than anybody could know. You're going to see us win a race before too long. I can promise you that.
There it is, the promise from Gary Patnode, second place of the 22. Let's talk to Matt Clement. Matt, the 59 car, got in a little trouble there towards the beginning, like lap 4, I believe it was, but all in all, a good run for you guys.
Yeah, we were running pretty strong there in the beginning, and then I don't know what happened. I thought something broke in the car, but turns out we made a little contact with Dwayne. But you know, no harm, no foul. That's racing. We didn't wreck anything. So, but yeah, car came back through the field pretty quickly there. Went 3 wide down the front stretch for a second there. That was a little hairy, but other than that, it was a pretty good race. Third place, we'll take that first run out. Got to thank my family first and foremost. My dad, my mom, my girlfriend Sophie, my brothers, my sister. They all really get behind me. I got to thank my sponsors, Aquatic Wildlife in South Windsor, Elmo's Dockside in Vernon, DMW Vinyl Graphics, man. My car looks great again this year. Thank you, Dennis. And Wayne's Auto Body for the killer paint job on that thing.
Good driver right there. Matt Clement goes third place tonight in your limited late model main event.
About what good times we had. Every day was a Saturday, 'cause I ain't got a thing to do. Have a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time all night. That's right. That's right. I got some cold shilling on some ice. All the fellas coming. Gonna drink us a beer tonight. Try to find me a girl or two. good time.